Listener questions. Bryce from Colorado. Hey, guys, I've been investing in real estate for 7 years, and I've always done deals on my own. I understand this can limit the opportunities available to me, and that if I went ahead and stepped into partner deals, it could be a little bit of a better situation. What's your experience in partnering up? Do you do it? If so, why or why not?
Okay, I don't do it anymore, and it's because of the why not of me wanting to be in control of everything I do in my life,
Yes.
Including my real estate strategy. So now, when is it a good idea? Just stop for a second. The reason why I don't do it anymore, all the investing I did with partners was with family members, and we get along famously and we love each other, and it has nothing to do with having a breakup. It just has to do with the fact that I would like to make other plays. I mean, I'm on here every week. I've got money locked up in investments in the Northeast that I'd love to pull out, but I haven't even asked those guys, my brothers, if they wanted to pull out, because it's a pain in the neck to deal with it all. So, just the inertia of having an investment strategy already in place has made it so that I didn't have the liquidity to make a decision to do something different. So the situations where it does make sense is where you only have part of the puzzle and you really need somebody else. For example, it sounds like, Bryce missing out on opportunities tells me that he's a bit of a deal junkie, meaning he likes to find off-market things that are great deals. You know that I don't care about that. I think a great deal is a market that's on the upswing, a market that has lift. And we'll talk about that when I go into my thesis on Charlotte that I'm executing right now. If he's in Denver, if he's in Colorado, he's already winning. And so if you do have a strategy where you're trying to find deals and you have a partner where you have the money and they have the deals, just define your exit and define your relationship on a property by property basis. Don't have in the beginning with somebody, especially that you're doing a new partnership, it's a partnership on that property.
Yep.
And if you're create the circumstances under which you stop getting along, and what do? Like, even though you're best buddies, you say, well, let's just think about what would happen if we actually decided to hate each other and we wanted to get out of this thing. How would we go about that? Lawyers can help you structure that, because you would not be the first person this week to ask that question of most business lawyers, of what is an exit strategy of a buyout. If for some reason the long-term strategy didn't work. So just set the expectations in writing up front. But if you can control your own destiny in all things in life, if you can control your own destiny, you're probably better off.
Totally agreed. I have the exact same perspective on this as you do. I used to partner up and realized, nope, sorry, I'm definitely a control freak, right? Like when it comes to asset building and strategy and going into different markets, I know what I want and I know what I'm going to get. And sometimes, it takes more out of you to convince somebody else that this is something that you should do or don't want. I mean, I don't want to deal with any of that. I just want to go buy my stuff and keep doing radio and become a media mogul. How about that?
That's
At some
great.
point in time,
you're well on your way.
I think that's
the other thing that's noteworthy about it is if you're the kind of person that has the ability to find opportunities and you don't have the money, partners can be very helpful if, again, you define everything in writing. But I'm seeing now it's coming from all sides, where because the market has been recovered for so long and finding great deals really is about finding somebody who's truly desperate. And there's less of that going on because the economy is good. And there's more and more people get burned out on that strategy anyway, like spending all your time trying to find people that are in trouble and then capitalizing on it wears down your soul over time.
Yeah. So
a lot of people in the flipping business have been starting to show up at our doorstep saying, look, I'm thinking about upgrading my strategy from a short-term deals and flips kind of a play to a long-term empire building kind of a play. And there's only some changes you have to make. You have to be resourceful enough to have enough money to put down where you don't have to pull it back out again, where you're satisfied doing a deal every 3 years, doing an acquisition every 3 years rather than 3 deals a year, that you're recycling your capital into the next deal. You need a new loan. You can't take hard money or private money that you need to pay back in a year or 18 months. You need like 5 and 10 and 15-year fixed rate financing. And so it's new relationships, new strategy, but it is the one. I'll remind everybody, and I hear this, I ask a lot of flippers this question: do you regret selling half the properties you sold? And I haven't had a single one who's ever told me no, he doesn't regret it.
Yeah.
They all, or he or she always wishes they kept half. The half is the trick part of the question, because Do you wish you sold everything? No, but I wish I kept half of it.